The rivalry between the sisters Mileena and Kitana has been alive since the dawn of time, otherwise known as Mortal Kombat 2, when Mileena was first introduced as a clone of Kitana. And who is the strongest sister and who would win in a fight has been greatly debated within the community, as with any great rivalry in any media. So today I want to settle this debate by using an AI, because it is the most unbiased source you will ever get. But first, of course, let's look at our daily meme, and since we were talking about Mileena and Kitana, let's look at this amazing fan art of Mileena and Kitana posed as Barbie and Ken that has become like a big meme in the art community, and everyone is like posting their pairings with this specific pose, and it's freaking hilarious. It's pretty accurate. I think Mileena wouldn't care about getting arrested, and Kitana would feel a little nervous. And of course, whatever they did to get caught, that probably was 100% Mileena's fault. Awesome art. I will leave a link to the artist's Twitter down in the description of the video if you want to check them out. So I specifically used ChatGPT for this, and I asked them a couple different questions, 3 to be specific, and I had to formulate them differently to get like different answers to be able to get a clear picture of what their answer is, because I don't think one question is enough. Because of how you formulate a sentence, they might go get other information from somewhere else. So I think with 3 questions we have a lot of information to work off of. So the first question I asked ChatGPT is, who is stronger between Mileena and Kitana? And the answer was, in terms of physical strength, it is generally portrayed that Mileena possesses greater raw strength compared to Kitana. Mileena's Tarkatan heritage grants her enhanced physical attributes, including superior strength, agility, and durability. Her savage nature and ability to tap into her primal instincts make her a formidable opponent in hand-to-hand combat. Kitana, on the other hand, is known for her speed, agility, and exceptional combat skills. While she may not possess the same level of raw strength as Mileena, Kitana compensates with her disciplined fighting style, quick reflexes, and the proficiency of her fan-based attacks. It's worth noting that strength alone does not determine the outcome of a battle, as strategy, technique, and other factors come into play. Kitana is often depicted as skilled tactician and diplomat, while Mileena relies more on her ferocity and aggression. Each character has her unique advantages and fighting style, and the outcome of a confrontation between them can vary depending on their circumstances and the specific Mortal Kombat game or storyline. So naturally, this doesn't tell us much. It doesn't tell us who would be stronger, but it gives a lot of good information that's pretty accurate. And honestly, it's crazy to see how AI has evolved over the years. But this question didn't give us a specific answer, so I moved to another question, which was, can Mileena defeat Kitana? And ChatGPT replied with, yes, Mileena can defeat Kitana in certain circumstances. The outcome of a battle between Mileena and Kitana can vary depending on factors such as the context of the story, the player's skills, and the specific Mortal Kombat game or storyline. Mileena's enhanced physical strength, agility, and savage fighting style can give her an advantage in combat. Her Tarkatan heritage and unique abilities, such as her sharp teeth, claws, and teleportation, can make her a formidable opponent. I mean, her claws isn't technically something she had before MK11, I don't think, because they were like part of her costume as a weapon. But it's interesting they put that in here. ChatGPT continues to say, Mileena's unpredictability and ferocity can catch Kitana off guard and give her an upper hand in battle. However, Kitana is a skilled warrior in her own right. She possesses exceptional combat skills, speed, and the ability to use her fan-based attacks to great effect. Kitana's disciplined fighting style and quick reflexes can make her a challenging adversary for Mileena. Ultimately, the outcome of a battle between Mileena and Kitana depends on various factors, including the context of the story and all the other things they said above, right? Player skills and all that stuff. But the question I wanted to ask was, if you take in consideration their abilities or their powers, who would win in a fight, like not in the game, because obviously that depends again on player skill as well. And I found it hard to ask a question that only took in consideration those aspects of the characters without the game's mechanics, because obviously, the AI will go grab from all the sources out there. But the third question that I asked was, who wins between Mileena and Kitana? And the answer was, In the Mortal Kombat lore, the rivalry between Mileena and Kitana is a significant aspect of their characters' stories. Both characters are fierce warriors and share a complex history as clone sisters. However, determining a definitive winner in a fight between Mileena and Kitana is not straightforward, as it can vary depending on the specific game, storyline, and individual interpretation. Again, this is pretty similar from the two answers we got before, and continuing here, in some instances, Kitana has emerged victorious in battles against Mileena using her exceptional combat skills, agility, and fan-based attacks. Kitana is often portrayed as a skilled and disciplined fighter with royal training, making her a formidable opponent. On the other hand, Mileena possesses a unique blend of speed, aggression, and savage fighting style. Her Tarkatan heritage grants her sharp teeth, claws, and the ability to teleport. Again, with the claws, I don't think she was ever portrayed as like having actual claws like Baraka and all the other Tarkatans, but I may be mistaken. Mileena's unpredictable and vicious nature combined with her deadly psi weapons can make her a challenging adversary for Kitana. It's kind of funny that this is the first time that the AI mentions the size. Ultimately, the outcome of a battle between Mileena and Kitana is subject to interpretation and can be influenced by various factors, such as the context of the story, the player's skills, and the game mechanics. Mortal Kombat games have often presented these characters as evenly matched, leading to intense and epic encounters. So it seems that the verdict for this AI is that it depends. Like, they both have a very different skill sets. Mileena having a very different fighting style, where hers is very vicious and feral-like because of her Tarkatan blood, where Kitana actually focuses more on her technique, which what makes her really deadly because she is very precise. Now, if you ask me, in any fight, technique does win over aggression in most circumstances. Of course, aggression can lead to surprising your opponent and catching them off guard and getting some good hits in. However, but in the long run, when you fight aggressively, you leave yourself open, and I think someone like Kitana would be able to take advantage of that. So I think if anything, it would be a really close match where sometimes Kitana would win and sometimes Mileena would win. Now, as to a definitive answer, I think ultimately, even if Mileena is my favorite character, I think Kitana would probably win because of what I just mentioned. So ChatGPT said that it was a stalemate, and sometimes Mileena would win, sometimes Kitana would win, but I personally believe that Kitana would win. Even though I hate myself for saying this because I prefer brute strength over technique. But let me know what you guys think. Who do you think would actually win, Mileena or Kitana? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to do something a bit different. I think it was pretty fun to ask AI this kind of stuff, and the answers were actually pretty good. So let me know if you want me to do any more of those with other characters in Mortal Kombat. You can find me on Twitter at vslayer15. I also have a Discord, and the link will be down below. And as always, have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon.